Begin in Seiza, kneeling position, and bring your awareness to your breath, noticing if you're holding any tension around the belly, the chest, or in any other parts in your body, the jaws, the neck, the shoulders, and see if you can soften a little bit into that space. Create a sensation of grounding, rooting through the tops of your feet, your shin, and then through the pelvic floor. And as you elongate your spine just a little bit longer, find a little bit more reach and expansiveness in your upper body. With that spaciousness, begin finding a little bit more depth and length in your breath. Soften all the way into your inhale and soft exhale, creating your very own pattern of breathing. Your eyes open. With your next exhale, right hand, left hand to the ground, symbolizing a triangle and bow to the warrior in each of us. Us. Rising. Bring the hands together in front of your heart. We bow and honor to the yogi within each of us. Namaste. And now with your next inhale, slightly arch, tilting the head back, fingertips to the ground. Now draw the chin all the way to the chest, shoulders drawing forward. Slide your hands all the way forward to the knees. Big flexion here. Hands sliding alongside your thighs as you begin finding another back bend here. Reach your arms behind you. Open the chest as you broaden across your collarbones. Chin draws to the chest. Arms reaching forward. Find your flexion again in the spine. Big cobra hood press. Find extension all the way into your fingertips. Begin circling the head from the right all the way over to the left side. Circling your upper trunk slightly from the right now to the left. Again, head circling left over to the right side. Allow that to translate deep into the body. Base your left hand behind you. Right arm reaches over the head. Bridge your hips forward. Begin opening up the side body. As you send your hips back, sweep your fingertips on the ground in a half circle. Base your right hand, left arm over the head as you bridge your hips forward. Lower the hips back towards the heels, both of your hands right in front of you, and rolling through the spine all the way into the crown of the head, sending the hips back. Sweep your fingertips alongside the ground. Base your hands, shifting into a 4-point base, and stay in motion. Find a big cobra hood press, shifting to the right, from the right to the left, and reversing that. Sending your hips back, and from here, chin to the chest, pubic bone to navel, rolling forward into a cobra hood press. Arching now, activate your back line. Sending the hips back into your child's pose. And now turn your right hand, palm facing up, circling the wrist. Shifting to the right, left wrist now, left palm facing up and in. Finding those circular motions to warm up the palm of the hands, the wrists, and now as you extend your arms, pushing into your cobra hood. And again, stay very fluid in each transition, sending yourself back. And from here again, rolling forward, hips melting, upward facing dog. And then with the arch in your spine, send the hips once more back into your child's pose. Rolling chin to chest, pubic bone to navel. Big cobra hood press. Now shifting to the left, curl the toes under to the right, broaden your 4-point base. Now lifting the knees off the ground and shifting also right to left and left to the right. Slowly begin rising your hips higher, getting closer and closer to your downward facing dog. In your down dog, right leg extending high, demi-point, rolling onto the ball of the left foot. Draw the knee forward, place your foot outside your right hand. Keep shifting forward into your cobra hood, stepping the left to the outside of your left hand and sinking into the hips. Find posture, but at the same time, lower your right knee to the ground, lower your right shoulder, keep your hands inside your thighs and switching to the left knee to the ground. Drawing the left shoulder to the ground, rolling through the spine as you switch back into your squat. Circle your arms all the way out in front of you. Bring them behind your head, interlace the fingers, and draw the chin to the chest. And now circle side to side. Open the right side body as you extend your right arm over the head. Drawing it all the way back in, centered. Both hands in your neck, and now left arm extending out as you find the rotation, right hand basing. Draw both of your hands back forward, right in front of you. From your squat now, turning towards the left, draw your right knee behind your left heel, find a seated twist. And now uncoiling. Walking your hands over to the right side, left knee behind the right foot. Find your seated twist now here on that side. Shifting back into your right foot. Circling yourself back into your squatted position. Now fingertips on the ground. Draw your knees towards the floor. Send the hips forward as you hold your ankles with both of your hands. Big arch here. Draw the chin to the chest. Reverse. Shoulders drawing forward, rolling through the body. Reach your arms out in front and draw the knees all the way back towards the armpits, lowering the heels. And then here, get really small. Hug your legs. Draw you forward to the knees. Arms open, reaching all the way out in front again. This time, palms flat on the ground to shift all the way into your fingertips, rocking forward and back. All the way into the heels. And now again, as your palms flatten firmly into the ground, spread your fingers wide, shifting forward. Maybe your feet even come off the ground. Draw the heels to the sits bones. Now as you rock back into the heels, circle your wrists. Little relief. Now again, into your fingertips. Find that 90-degree angle, strong and controlled. Soft landing back onto the feet, rocking back. Relief for the wrists. Circle them. And again, as your hands firmly plant on the ground, slide your legs all the way back and through chaturanga, lower all the way down onto your belly, full prone position. Draw the knees forward, cobra roll. Straighten your arms, hips melting, rising through the crown of the head, chin to the chest. Big press into your cobra hood again, rolling through the spine into full extension. And now, one foot at a time, turning into your downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, draw the feet together, right leg extending, demi-point, square hips. Fold the heel to the sits bone, rising onto the ball of the left, rolling your knee down the midline, all the way into your cobra hood press. Stack the shoulders over the wrist, and then lower your right foot between your hands. Left hand push into the ground, right hand becomes a fist. Draw the fist to the shoulder, rising up into archer. Extend your right arm out, left arm circles over the head, warrior two. From warrior two, cross, horse stance, shifting all the way back into your double block. Right hand, pull it towards the hip, pivot on the ball of the right foot, extending back forward into a deep reaching, right hand to the ground, left arm circles over the head to close through an extended side angle into your lunge. Frame your front foot, big press, recoil right heel to the sits bones, extending the right leg back into your downward facing dog. From down dog, left leg extending, demi-point, square hips, folding the heel to the sits bones, rising onto the ball of the right foot, rolling your left leg down the midline all the way into your big cobra hood press. Lower the foot, press the right hand into the ground, left hand becomes a fist, stack the shoulders, gaze forward, rising up into archer. Open into warrior two. Now, stay low in your stance as you shift back through a horse stance into your double block. Left hand towards the hip, thrusting into deep reaching. Rib cage touching the thigh, left hand to the ground, right arm circling over the head. Square the hips, frame your front foot, big press, cobra hood, recoil right into your downward facing dog. Square the hips, lower the left to the right foot. Elevating onto the balls of the feet, rolling through your spine into your cobra hood press. Finding extension here, gaze forward, shift into your fingertips. Trace your rib cage with your elbows as you lower down in one piece into your prone. Draw the knees forward, cobra roll. Upward facing dog, chin to the chest, big press. Rolling back into the extension, turning one foot at a time, downward facing dog. Right leg extending, demi-point, neutral pelvis, folding the heel to the sits bones, rising, rolling. Draw the knee down the midline all the way into your big cobra hood press, staggering the shoulders, create space, lower the foot in between your hands. Left hand pushes into the ground, right hand becomes a fist, stack the shoulders, gaze forward, bend your back knee as you rise, archer. Opening all the way into your warrior two. Gazing forward as you travel through your horse stance, shifting back into your double block. Right hand towards the hip. Big thrust all the way back into your deep reaching, circling the left arm over the head. Squaring the hips. Frame your front foot, big press, recoil right heel to the sits bones, extending into your downward facing dog, square the hips, right foot to the left, down dog. Left leg extended, rising high, square hips, demi-point, folding heel to the sits bones, rising onto the ball of the right foot, rolling lunge, draw the knee all the way forward into your big cobra hood press to place the foot right in between your hands. Left hand, make a fist, draw it all the way up, shoulders stack, gaze forward, archer, open up, warrior two, travel back, keep the depth of your stance, double block, left hand towards the hip and then thrusting all the way back forward into your deep reaching warrior, left hand to the ground, right arm circles through an extended side angle to close it out back into your lunge, framing the front foot, recoil, extending the left leg back, three-legged dog, square hips, lower the left foot to your right foot. Rolling vinyasa, elevate onto the balls of the feet, pubic bone to navel, rolling through into your cobra hood. Gazing forward, find extension in your plank. And now, as you shift into your fingertips through chaturanga, lower down in one piece, prone, draw the knees forward, pubic bone to navel, rolling and rising, up dog, push into the ground, strong legs, bow the head, chin to chest, big press, rolling back, turning one foot at a time back into your downward facing dog. Draw the feet together, right leg extending, demi-point square hips, folding the heel to the sits bones, rising high onto the ball of the foot, rolling lunge all the way into your big cobra hood press, placing the foot in between your hands, rising up into archer. Circle open, transition into warrior two. Staying low in your stance as you shift back, pivot the feet, double block. Push your arms right out in front of you, right toes facing up. Find that external rotation. Reach your right hand behind, circle your left arm, bridging the hips high, warrior's bridge. Lower, block your face. Circle back up, through, double block, pivot the front foot, reach and thrust all the way forward into a flying warrior. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Find that line through the fingertips all the way into the toes. As you lower, shifting back, double block. And from here, finishing it up, thrusting forward into your deep reaching. Circle your arms through your extended side angle, closing it out. In your lunge, frame the front foot, recoil. Find the extension in your right leg, square hips, demi-point. Lower your right foot to the left, down dog. Left side. Left leg extending, square hips, demi-point at your full height, folding, rising, rolling. Roll the knee down the midline into your cobra hood press. Find the stack in the shoulders and the wrists. Place the foot, bend the back knee, shoulders stagging, gazing forward, rising up, archer. Circle and open up, transition, warrior two. Shifting through your horse stance into your double block. As you lower, left toes facing up. Find a little tilt, pubic bone to navel as you sit low through your half squat. Circle the right arm over the head, warrior's bridge. Lower, guard your face as you find the hips back on the ground. Circle, little momentum, and then bouncing back to thrust forward into a flying warrior. Chest open, stack the hips, demi-point, bend the front knee, find the ground with control and grace. With the back foot shifting back, double block, and left hand guiding you back forward into your deep reaching. Left hand to the ground, right arm circles, big reach, square the hips, stacking all the way back into your lunge, recoil, left leg extending. Three-legged dog, recalibrate the hips, and then lower, left foot to the right, down dog. Rolling vinyasa, elevate onto the balls of the feet, pubic bone to navel, rolling through your cobra hood. Gaze forward, find extension, shift all the way into your fingertips, and now as you lower in one piece, trace your ribcage with your elbows, prone, draw the knees forward, and pubic bone to navel, rising up. As you roll through your spine, upward facing dog, chin to chest, big press. Rolling back into full extension, turning one foot at a time, downward facing dog. Right side. Find the extension, rising high, demi-point, square hips. Folding the heel to the sits bones, rising onto the ball of the foot, drawing the knee down the midline, through, into your cobra hood press, lower the foot. Bend the back knee, gaze forward. Stack the shoulders, archer. Opening up, warrior two. Stay low in your stance as you shift back into your double block. Right toes facing up. Lower through your half squat into your warrior's bridge. Right hand behind your left arm circles, big bridge in the hips. Lower down with control. And just a little momentum, turning back up and forward, deep reaching and flying warrior. Find your balance here. Clean line, stack the shoulders, stack the hips, bend your front knee. Find the ground again with your back toes, shifting back, double block, and rebounds. Right hand takes you all the way back into deep reaching. Circle your arms, squaring out in the hips. Framing your front foot in your lunge, recoil, big cobra hood press, right foot to the sits bones, extending the right leg back. Three-legged dog, Square hips, right foot to the left, down dog. Left leg, find the extension, demi-point, square hips, rolling lunge, folding, rising, drawing the knee down the midline into your cobra hood press. Find the stack, create space for your foot to place right in between. Rising up into archer. Strong in your legs, circling up and open the hips. And from here, shifting back through a horse stance into your double block. Double block, lower down, left foot, toes facing up, left hand behind you, right arm sweep, scanning the horizon, warrior's bridge, stack the shoulders, right knee over the ankle, and lower back. Nice and controlled, circle back up through, left hand, guiding you forward back into flying warrior, find your balance. Clean lines here, from the fingertips into your demi-point, bend your left knee. Slowly catch yourself, find the ground, circle back, double block. Left hand by the hip, thrusting back forward into your deep reaching. Left hand to the ground, right arm circles through your extended side angle. Closing out the hips, framing the front foot. Recoil, extending the left leg back into your three-legged dog. Recalibrating the hips to then lower the left to the right. Rolling vinyasa. Elevate onto the balls of the feet, pubic bone to navel, rolling through your spine into your cobra hood press. Gazing forward, find a strong transition through plank, through chaturanga, all the way down into prone. Draw the knees forward, pubic bone to navel, rolling through the spine, straighten your arms. Push the tops of the feet into the mat. Strong legs as the head bows through that cobra hood press, rolling back into the extension, turning one foot at a time, downward facing dog. Draw the feet together, right leg extending. Demi-point, square hips, rolling lunge. Elevate onto the ball of the left foot, draw the knee down the midline. Big cobra hood press, create space, lower the foot right in between your hands. Right hand, draw to the shoulder, stack the shoulder, bend your back knee, gaze forward, rising up, archer. Circle open, warrior two. Transition through your horse stance, all the way back into a double block. Lowering through that half squat, right toes facing up, reach behind, big circle with the left arm. Warrior's bridge, stag the shoulder, stag the knee over the ankle, circle back up and through and forward into your flying warrior. Take a moment here again, find your balance first. Clean lines, swing and turn. Falling warrior, catch yourself. Sweep your fingertips on the ground, lowering in one piece, nice and controlled. Prone to your cobra roll, rising. Up dog, chin to chest, big press. Through your cobra hood, rolling back into the extension, turning one foot at a time, down dog. Left leg extending, demi-point, square hips, rolling lunge. Lower the foot in between your hands. Stack the shoulders, bend your back knee, gaze forward, rising up, archer. From your archer, open, circle your arms into warrior two, and from there, shifting back. Stay low in your stance, into a double block. Left toes facing up, sitting through your half squat, into your warrior's bridge, hips high. Stack the shoulders, stack the knee, lowering down. And from here, shifting all the way back. Little momentum, control and balance yourself into a flying warrior. Find a point right in front of you, turn, falling warrior, sweep the ground, and slow and controlled, lower down all the way onto your belly prone. Draw the knees forward, cobra roll, rising, upward facing dog, chin to chest, strong legs, and reversing it through the spine into your downward facing dog. Right leg extending, demi-point, square hips, rolling lunge, folding, rising, rolling, big cobra hood press, stack the shoulders, lower the foot, right hand becomes a fist, draw the fist to the shoulder, stack the shoulders, bend the back knee, rising up, archer, open into your warrior two, circle and transition back through a horse stance into your double block, right toes facing up, lower through a half squat, into your warrior's bridge. Right hand behind, left arm circles, big sweep and bridge. Lower with control, guard your face, circle back up. And from here, right hand thrusting all the way back forward into a flying warrior. Long lines from the fingertips into your demi-points. Swing and turn, catch yourself, sweep your fingertips on the ground, lower in one piece into prone. Draw the knees forward, cobra roll, rising. Upward facing dog, chin to chest, big press. Use your cobra hood power and rolling through the spine into extension, turning 1 foot at a time. Down dog. Left leg, extension. Find the full height, demi-point, square hips, rolling lunge. Draw the knee down the midline into your cobra hood press. Find the space. Stack the shoulders, bend your back knee, gaze forward, rising up, archer. Archer opens, warrior 2. Transitioning through a horse stance into your double block. Pivot the feet, strong arms. Left toes facing up as you lower through a half squat. Reach behind, big circle and sweep, warrior's bridge. Guarding your face as you lower down. Circling back up, left hand guiding you back forward into your flying warrior. Stack the shoulders, open the hips, swing the right leg through, turn, catch, sweep the fingertips on the ground, and now slow and controlled, lower yourself down in one piece into prone for your cobra roll, finishing it up here. Big press, rising, chin to chest, through your cobra hood press, into the extension, turning 1 foot at a time. We're back into a down dog. Take a deep inhale here. With your exhale, lower the knees. Untuck the toes. Send your hips back. Allow your upper body to melt right in between your thighs. Forehead on the ground. Reaching your arms out in front. Child's pose. Noticing your breath. Noticing the fatigue, and at the same time how energized you might feel after section 2, our warrior sequence. Now from child's pose, slide your knees further out, setting yourself up for frog, making sure that your ankles are in line with the knees, toes facing out, and then here rock slightly forward and back. So find those little alternations between an anterior and a posterior tilt. Now draw the knees back together, send your hips back, and slide your hands across the thighs as you slowly lean back. First onto your hands, your forearms, and if you can, if your tissue, your joints, your anatomy allows, just lean all the way back into reclined hero. Getting into deep opening of the hip flexors, quads. Now help yourself back up into seated position. Reach your arms out in front and slice your feet and legs open so you can come into an S seat or half pigeon. Left leg in front, right leg behind you. And then now feel free to just find different variations. You can roll and lean over your front leg. You can find openings and twists, rotations. You can also extend your back leg and actually come into a full pigeon if you like. The only thing I ask you here is to stay curious about what you can find. If you're in full pigeon, half pigeon, just draw your back foot closer in and begin again leaning and walking back so you can find another version of reclined hero here. Feeling into especially your right hip flexor. Nice. And again, try to soften with every exhale as you find yourself in your cool down. Now help yourself all the way back up into your S seat and switch the legs, scissoring them back so your right leg is now out in front and your left leg behind. And now as you find yourself on the opposite side, take a moment to again explore exploring by rolling, forward, rotation, twists, walking your hands into either direction, maybe even bridging your hips, or if you did it on your other side, feel free to also come into a full pigeon variation on this side. And now whenever you're ready, just draw your back leg closely in, walking your hands behind, maybe onto your forearms, maybe into a full half reclined hero position. And now again, breathing especially into your left hip flexor, quad, opening here. It's always nice to assist yourself and use your own hands, massage, emphasize, stroke. And now with your next exhale, slowly begin again, helping yourself back up into your S seat. Reaching both of your hands in front of you, basing into your palms, switching your legs all the way out in front of you, and rolling vertebra by vertebra back. Take your legs with you, get hold of your feet for happy baby pose. And same here, feel free to still stay in motion, rocking, finding your lower back, hugging into the ground, tilting the pelvis forward and back. Feel free to find extension in the legs, drawing them closer towards you. And now bring both of your knees close to your chest, hugging your legs. And eventually, with your next exhale, the soles of your feet touching, draw them to the ground for butterfly as your last closing guided posture. Allow the knees to really fall to the sides. And with your breath, again, guide yourself deeper and deeper into relaxation, letting go of any tension. First by noticing it, and then creating a very conscious shift. If you like, feel free to slide your legs out into your full Shavasana. Finding your breath. Draw the knees closer in. Once more, getting really small. And then choose a side to turn to. Taking another moment here, resting. And help yourself back up into a seat. Seiza, cross-legged. To close out the practice with a brief meditation, anchoring back into your seat, rooting through your lower trunk, and at the same time reaching, finding expansiveness in your upper trunk. Notice a breath, and then immediately allow to find its very natural, intuitive pattern. Allow yourself to soften into your seat. Soft belly. Relax the shoulders. Focus inward. Begin tuning one last time back into your breath. Taking a deeper inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth. Finding a little bit more length again through the spine, crown of the head reaching as you root through the pelvis and the shins, top of the feet into the earth. Eyes open, right hand, left hand. We bow to the warrior within each of us, the warrior who fights for people, places, things that can be changed. Together we rise. Bring your hands in front of your heart. And here we symbolize and bow in honor of the yogic quality, the one who is in resolution, peace, and ease with people, places, and things we can change.